Hey, buddy.
Ian, how's it going, buddy?
Good, man. Good. You all set up?
Oh yeah. Just starting my my dinner down there, actually.
Nice.
You want to show me your rig? Talk about it? Because you're going to be way too busy tomorrow to do this. What do we got here?
These interviews.
You don't like doing these interviews?
Yeah, for a guy that talks so much, not really good at doing those interviews.
Your camera. We'll just talk about your truck here. What is it?
Well, this is my 2017 Ram Outdoorsman. I've had it since new. Bought it at Forest City Dodge, in fact, from our friend Keith. And as you can see, it's grown from just being a plain black, pretty base model truck to a expedition vehicle. It takes me anywhere I want. It was originally built to actually go up to Tuktoyaktuk in 2020, but then that little COVID thing happened. So it's been built to explore Northern Ontario, mainly solo trips, in comfort and capability. So we're looking at a quick pitch setup from South Africa, same setup that Johnny has on his Jeep, and quite possibly inspired Johnny's setup.
Absolutely did.
And it's proven really well. I keep it on the vehicle year-round because I also do winter camping in it. And so here we've got the quick on suites. Very convenient. This one's actually got a potty in there, but you could use it with a shower, what have you, just for privacy. So the wife really likes that feature in the public.
I do not have those posts. Where'd you get those posts from?
Amazon, 30 bucks, I think. I'll send you the link. Yeah, I've had them for a while, but it makes it sturdy on a windy day.
Absolutely,
so
yeah.
Very, very handy. And so you can ask Johnny, you've seen it in his videos. This tent is great. It opens in 20 seconds. All the bedding is in there.
Called quick pitch for a reason, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's got full-size sleeping bag and pillows in there at all times. So it's ready to go. You park, 2 clips, and you're ready to relax. But my favorite feature has got to be the 270-degree awning, and it is so big, Johnny's going to have to stand way back to get this whole thing in shot, because it is a ton of coverage, and you can get the wall kit for it and close the whole thing, nice and cozy, especially in the wind. Handles high winds, it's very, very sturdy, and if needed, it has the legs for heavy rain or a snow load, so you can brace it.
Like that I did not know. So this is not the awning that I have, and I'm kind of regretting it.
And like Johnny, we're running the RSI Smart Cap. This is actually a brand new addition to my truck. I was using a standard fiberglass cap that couldn't handle the weight of the setup on the roof. The only problem, the only negative, if you consider a negative, is the quick pitch products are over-engineered. They're overbuilt. Weight is the secondary priority. For example, the rooftop tent weighs 220 pounds, but there's nothing in the industry built as sturdy and as tough to take the abuse of off-roading and tens of thousands of miles of hard use. So to make that work, just like Johnny, we've got the RSI Smart Cap Adventure Series. I picked mine up from the boys at Off-Road Rehab down outside Windsor. Great guys. Really knowledgeable and very, very helpful. And another really favorite little add-on here is the Tailgater tire table. This thing is so handy. One of my favorite things with this, if you're on a sandy beach or really uneven ground, your tire is always going to be level, and you don't have to worry about soft sand because it just hangs off the tire, and then it's just one stabilizer leg. Got really heavy water bottle on there, and it takes the weight. So great for cooking outside or just playing a card game over. And then you can't miss the wrap. This truck was, as I mentioned, normally black. This is Avery, it's called the Rugged Wrap, which is, a lot of people mistake it for bed liner actually. It's got a bit of a texture to it. It's a bit thicker than most of the automotive vinyl films. A little bit more expensive, but I think worth every penny. I got mine done by Mark at Ink Your Ride up in Barrie. Great guy, great service as well. Everyone asks about this. if you're in the Overland community, most people know what this is. Obviously, it's a snorkel, but I still get questions almost in every grocery store parking lot. What is it? Or it's really funny. You'll see people of all ages, walks of life, explaining it to their significant other what it is and what it does. But this is functional. It's a proper raised air intake with a pre-filter. So for dusty conditions, keeps the factory filter clean. And obviously for deep water crossings with other modifications that you need to do, like extended differential breathers, etc. This will keep water out of your air box. This truck has had to ford a few rivers which are as high as the door handles. I have watermarks above the door handles. As long as you keep moving, you're not going to get too much water ingress. It's when you stop, that's when the trouble happens. But this has gotten me out of a couple of hairy situations. When I've been at a camp, a beaver dam has collapsed in the midst of a heavy rainstorm while I was camping, and the only way out was the way I came in, which was under 3 feet of water. So needless to say, it's paid for itself a few times. And coming around the front, this is the Expedition 1 Range Max Ultra. This is for their half-ton series truck. It was an adaptation from their heavy-duty rigs. So it's got 12,500 pound synthetic cable winch. This is one that happens to be the Smitty build. And I was actually the first civilian to get this. These were originally developed for the US Border Patrol. And they had ordered 6 of them from Expedition 1, but they ended up only getting 5 rigs. So they had a spare. I was lucky enough to be the guy that called that day. And this is the only one for the first 2 years that actually made it all the way to Canada, let alone the United States. So pretty unique. I'm a big fan of it. Really tough looking, really durable. So that's about it. That's about it, Johnny. That's my random spiel.
That's awesome. When you get this thing hanging up here, what is that?
So that antenna up there, that is the WeBoost OTR, which stands for on the road cell phone booster. That usually over the road stuff is usually done for the big rigs and stuff like that. But I'm not a big fan of technology in the wilderness. I want to be out there and enjoying it. But I'll tell you, the thing that's really changed my mind a little bit is this lets me stay out in the wilderness a bit longer because I can do my conference calls. If I have a little bit of a cell phone signal, it'll make it a usable cell phone signal. And I've even done Zoom calls with the backdrop of a frozen lake south of Ottawa, Ontario, in the middle of the winter. So it's definitely paid for itself a few times, because if I can use that technology to stay in the woods longer, then I'll use it.
That's awesome. Well, thank you, Ian.
Thanks, Johnny.
Yeah, we're mates from London, and we see each other all the time. So yeah, I had to come over and show you his truck, and I'm also going to show you up here, Armchair Outdoorsman. That is his Instagram account.
Thanks,
so definitely check him out there.
Thanks, guys.